On December the 28th, 1992, 23-year-old Stephen Clark went for a walk with his mum Doris. His mum said they stopped so they could use the public toilets, but when she came out, Stephen was nowhere to be found and has never been seen or heard from since. The missing persons report said that Stephen was last seen at 3 p.m. after a family walk on Monday the 28th of December 1992. It says he went to use the gents' public toilets near to the pier on the promenade in Saltburn in North Yorkshire, when his mum went into the ladies at the same time, but he wasn't seen coming out of the toilets and did not return home. Detectives from the Cleveland and North Yorkshire Cold Case Unit have been conducting an investigation into the circumstances of his disappearance, and as a result, and due to there being no proof of life, detectives believe that Stephen has come to serious harm and a murder investigation was launched. Stephen was born in Colchester, Essex, on the 30th of August 1969 and lived near Edinburgh, Scotland when he was around the age of 2. Stephen was involved in a road accident in a town called Kirklinston, in which he was seriously injured after being hit by a lorry. This childhood road accident left him with some physical disabilities of a severely damaged left arm, a damaged leg and a pronounced limp. His ability to walk could be described as severely impaired. He spent some time at school in Cumbolton, Cambridgeshire, and also went to South Africa to live in the early 1980s, where he went to the Muriel Brand School near Johannesburg. He came back from South Africa after 10 years and lived in Guildford in Surrey before moving to Marske in the summer of 1991. When he moved to Marske, he did some work for Leonard Cheshire Home, which is also known as Marske Hall. At the time of his disappearance, Stephen was attending the Rathbone Society in Redcar, which worked with people with disabilities to improve their employment skills. Stephen had won the Apprentice of the Year award. Stephen left his personal belongings at home when he disappeared: his wallet, glasses and watch. He was a sociable character and was liked by the friends who knew him. His life in Marske was different from the more restricted way of his life overseas in South Africa. So what we know so far on the disappearance of Stephen is that on the 24th of September 1999, an anonymous handwritten letter relating to Stephen's disappearance was posted to Gisborough Police Station. Police appealed for the letter writer to come forward, and search teams began searches in the Marske area. In September 2020, a witness came forward to say they believed they saw Stephen near to his home address on Monday the 28th of December between 3 and 4 p.m. In September 2020, police announced 2 people had been arrested on suspicion of murder in connection with the disappearance of Stephen, but they were both released on bail pending further investigation. These 2 people were in fact Stephen's parents. Doris and Charles Clark's home was forensically searched and parts of their beloved garden were dug up in search for evidence. In October 2020, the independent charity Crime Stoppers launched an appeal for any information and offered a reward of up to £10,000. In December 2020, Cleveland police released they had identified the author of the anonymous letter, which claimed to know who was responsible for Stephen's murder, and searches continued. In February 2021, police announced the 2 people previously arrested on suspicion of the murder of Stephen had been released from the investigation without charge. In an update in April 2021, they said that searches had begun in an area at the side of the Saltburn bank, looking through undergrowth from the bottom of the Valley Gardens to the top of the walkway near to the Spa Hotel. This is the last available update on the investigation into Stephen's disappearance, and Cleveland Police just added that they continue to appeal for information to help find Stephen, who we believe has come to harm at the hands of a third party. The searches in Saltburn follow others that have been carried out as part of our ongoing investigation and on information available to the Cold Case Review team. Anyone with information can call Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111 anonymously.